Hello, my name is Katie. Welcome to another episode of From Shinooby to ShinOP, where you get to see what really goes on behind the scenes when I no-hit Sekiro bosses.
Flash! 1, 2, 3. What? I did it! Woo!
In the last episode, I talked about Genichiro, and I'm really happy you guys enjoyed that.
I fucking hit the button!
Since I did mention her, I thought for this episode, why don't we do Lady Butterfly?
Fucking cunt, you old bag, right through the chest with a laser sword of divine truth.
I'm sure I'm not the only one to say this. That name alone drags up so much horror and hatred. I've played through the game many times now, and yet still, on a semi-subconscious level, I think I'm still affected by that initial trauma from the very first time I fought her, where that secret second stage completely sapped my will to live.
I'm not gonna do this.
Getting the no-hit with her, for me, was definitely about overcoming psychological hurdles.
Doing it for you, Kuro. Be grateful.
Because in terms of skills or muscle memory, those weren't really the areas that were giving me major issues.
What?
She doesn't have a whole lot of move variations, and there's no need to differentiate between sweeps or thrusts.
What? I jumped! Fucking cunt!
And her posture gets pwned easily, just from deflections.
What the fuck? I was fucking deflecting!
All of this adds to the psychological wall that I had to break through, because I understood that the key to getting the no-hit with her is to keep the fight time as short as possible and to keep pressuring her without letting up the entire time. The problem was, no matter how hard I hammered her, I couldn't prevent her from triggering her bullshit moves.
What the fuck? Where did she go?
The first is her finger snapping.
No!
Every time she pulled that move, I about lost my mind. Because I could see it, but I wasn't quick enough to interrupt it.
It's just impossible to get her to stop doing this shit.
Even using the snap seed was a risky business.
What? I'm using this!
Because I had to hurry and reach this prime location where I was close enough to everyone and expose myself for a full second and hopefully pwn her illusions before getting hit myself.
What?
It's a completely cheating, time-wasting move because it's a toss-up. Either I take the risk and snap the seed, or I'll have to resort to running around those pillars and watching in utter dismay and feeling my heart drop like a fucking stone along with that lovely posture bar of hers.
Now your posture's— Ah! What the fuck?
Her second bullshit move are her phantom butterflies.
What the fuck is up with the fucking butterflies?
I used to jump backwards in a wide arc to avoid them, but since that tactic isn't fully reliable,
Jesus!
I learned to use the Mistraven against them, which worked most of the time.
What?
But since the timing for Mistraven is so precise, I still got hit.
What? I Mistraven that?
And it was most devastating when I was so close to the no-hit, if not for 2 tiny little chips from those stupid butterflies.
God, I've got a tiny chip. Are you fucking serious?
The main issue was I was so pressured by time, as I was not able to hammer her hard enough or quick enough to prevent her from performing these moves.
Fuck off! Oh my god!
It got to a point where I even broke my own rule of not stopping during a fight and to always keep going.
I don't want to bother.
Because the key to getting no hits is to be totally familiar with all the different stages, to know the song and dance of each fight like the back of your hand. With her though, she was absolutely an exception. I knew I could do it if only I could interrupt her second stage moves. So as soon as those butterflies make an appearance, or whenever she snaps her fingers, or if, God forbid, I actually got hit during the first stage,
What?
I just quit out. Because I really couldn't be bothered with finishing this fight when I knew I was missing something. And then one day, lightning struck and I figured out the tactic. I realized that this is all narrowed down to one key moment.
And the archer, is that the key?
So after the first death blow, you go over here and you wait for her to drop down. As soon as she drops down, you hit her once or twice, and then she jumps back. This is the crucial point where you need to immediately close in. I realized that if I didn't do that, this would initiate a soft, retroactive trigger where she may not dish out those bullshit moves right away, but she will, eventually. Here's what I did at this key point. The moment she drops down, I only hit her twice. And as she's jumping back, I throw out a shuriken slash, which immediately closes that distance. If you're unfamiliar with this move, it's the latent prosthetic skill Chasing Slice, which you can get very early on. You hit the prosthetic button, followed by the attack button, which causes you to dash forward and deal a devastating sword slash. I then pinned her down and shoved her in the corner, and before I even realized it, the no-hit victory was rightfully mine.
I no-hit you! Yes!
I hope you enjoyed my video. I really have a lot of fun making these. There's my no damage fight with Lady Butterfly at the end. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.
Oh, I don't want to keep going onto the second stage if I got hit in the first fucking stage. That's pointless. Why aren't you doing your danger stuff? Alright, that was gay, whatever. Not good, but didn't get hit, that's the point. So stay calm. Alright, I'll take the confetti, take the arco. Now I gotta really remember to hit you! Yes! Woo! Got you! Fucking cunt, you old bag, right through the chest with a laser sword of divine truth. Yes! It's a good day today now. Unexpected. These no-hits always happen when you least fucking expect it. I wasn't looking at the posture or anything, really. I was just poning. So it's really important that you, yeah, you gotta do the shuriken right from the get-go. Okay. Woo!